call in the parking lot to sign. Are you with me? We're standing with the roof gone. I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. We can make it get a move on. Like you hard, and I know we need to go slow, but we can go faster. Maybe the best.
What's up, y'all? Welcome in. Yeah, Keisha, the little girl. Okay, I'm back. Welcome in. I know people probably gonna come in a little late. We finna get started because I just read this while I was doing my and what I just read, we gonna get into that. But I was supposed to do this anyway. I was gonna wait till tomorrow. But we're gonna talk about it. So hold on. Oh yeah, she did do this. Hold on. So shout out to Nothing But the Truth of Reason. Yesterday, she had came out with some documents. Let me share my screen. She said that they mentioned to focus on the facts and everything. We're going to do Dro first, then we're going to go to Naziah because it's going to be long. It says, according to the Gainesville Citizen map, where the search and law enforcement were already seen around 5 p.m., the incident was categorized as SP4I, vehicle accident with injury. Shortly after additional units arrived, and the call log reflected the code S61, hazardous conditions, meaning the officers began securing the area and blocking streets as part of proactive scene control. Now, per the official incident report, the scene was marked secure at 5:29 p.m., which is 17:29 military time. So let's think logical. If the police were already on the scene by 5 p.m., that means the incident involving Dro had to secure before 5 p.m., not long after. This is where public assistance and technology could matter. That is true. If anyone in that area around that time frame owned or was driving a Tesla, those vehicles are equipped with 360 camera recording systems, and that means the footage could exist from vehicles exiting I-75 and going onto I-875. So if anybody would have they can look at that. Cars approaching the scenes or even vehicles stopped near her car. The Tesla cameras record surroundings in real time, the front, rear, and side angles, which could potentially capture critical moments. If you were in that area around that time, your footage could help find the missing gaps and bring clarity to what really happened. The mission is truth. So she shows this. This is where it was. So it's right here near the Country Inn and Suites. That's one of the hotels. Remind you, they were already fighting. And then this is part of the report. Open investigation, pending prosecution case. Okay? So that's why they're trying to say, hey, I need evidence. I need evidence of how he got in and out that car. We need to see this because if he only had a head concussion, that doesn't make sense. No broken bodies, none of that. Something is off. Okay.
Then you cannot.
Oh, she got music.
This is the piece.
Turn that off. So justice for record request and has been completed. Please attach the report. This is that. Then she shows that where it has detailed the incident report, but when that's done all the way is that toxicology report. And certain stuff isn't done, right? So she shows all of that, where the incident was, and whatever that is. And then she shows the paperwork. So you have his mama name is on the paperwork. And like what you call it said, he don't know why his mama name is on the paperwork. Right? They were saying that don't make sense. And yes, it does have her name. And then it has the Quaisha. It has their name, everybody's name. Okay. 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 So we're going to play this. Let me hear.
You went to Papa John's Pizza. Guess what?
We better not to.
The detective said, you've been to Papa John's Pizza. And guess what? The Davis family did their own investigation. When they hit Gainesville, you best believe they just towed Gainesville streets down for answers. I didn't tell y'all this because my live went dead the last time. It was a homeless man under a bridge. Under that same bridge, they found my nephew body at. Let me tell you, say it again, brother. The pizza on the ground flew out the box. The chicken wings has flew out the box. So he went to the hotel to check in on camera. He went to the Papa John's pizza place on camera. And guess what? Everything was working fine. Everything was working by God Almighty power. All bones, all limbs, nothing fractured in his head. He left the Papa John's people.
But when he got out that car.
When he got out that car. And guess what? Papa John's and the bridge less than 10 minutes apart. So that means, girl, that demon rose up in you. Soon as that man got back in the car, you started at the cabin. And after y'all got food, you still on that. You still on that. So between Papa John's and the bridge, something had to happen. And I'm going to tell you, like the homeless man said, by the time he looked over, he told me you went to Papa John's Pizza. Guess what?
We better not to.
The detective said, you've been to Papa John's Pizza. And guess what? The Davis family did their own investigation. When they hit Gainesville, you best believe they just told.
Here is my thing. I'm saying what they saying. How? I mean, wait, what? What somebody's? Oh no, somebody text the mama that. That's crazy. But yeah, she's saying that people are saying they're hosting a smear campaign. I don't think it's a smear campaign, but let me play this.
4 hours. This happened on Saturday. On Sunday, the hospital called his mama. Not you, the hospital.
I'm gonna give it back to you. And let me back it up, y'all. Even in the midst of Renee going up there and they make it to the hospital. This on Sunday now. The accident or whatever happened.
I told y'all yesterday that they saying that the friend, Jason, the one that went out to eat with. Yeah, he was there at the hospital too. He say, "Oh, she ain't talking to me." I know she did. Child, when I get some more, we'll talk about it. But that's just a little bit. Fame did go live. No, it's not. Hold on, child. Fame Polo did go live. Hold on, y'all. I think he can go live on one of his pages. Let me go to his page. Where the troll page is? Because he said, hold on, let me go to his backup page. Because he did go live about something. I think it's trolls. Yeah, trolls. Hold on. Make sure I'm reading it before I put it up here. Okay. Oh no, that's him arguing with somebody. He hasn't really went live about it. But he did say it don't make no sense that he jumped from a moving car. Let me play this video he got there. We finna go to Nazaria because trial happened today.
According to investigators, this Papa John's is less than 10 minutes away from the bridge where Tyrone would later be found. Again, security cameras were rolling. The footage from Papa John's shows Tyrone walking into the restaurant. He orders pizza and wings. He's seen standing at the counter, waiting for...
He say this is old. He say the video that was shown that he walked in there was from 2023. Fame Polo said this is not the Papa John in Gainesville. This insight was created by using an old video that's posting around, y'all, of Dro when him and Lulu was at the Rod Wave concert in 2023. Don't be tricked by fake content creators or fake blogs. Check comments, photos, timestamp was December 16, 2023. Same clothes head to toe. The inside of the restaurant, that's inside is the restaurant in the arena.
For his food. He appears well, not in
that
distress.
is the arena, because think about it. Look at the car. Ain't no carpet in Papa John's at no local Papa John's. That is inside the stadium.
Not injured. Just a man picking up dinner. He leaves the restaurant carrying the food. Everything looks normal. John's Pizza Restaurant.
So no, whoever them folks in sticking up for her, that ain't gonna work, baby. I can tell you that. That ain't gonna work, baby. That ain't no work, baby. Okay. Let's get into Nazaria Harris. So let me go to my Instagram. So today was court for Nazaria Harris. Jarvis Butts went to court today. Remember I told y'all yesterday that Roxy was going to court, and she said that she's been having panic attacks and things of that nature. So Jarvis was Nazaria Harris' auntie, baby father. Shannon has about 4 kids with him, and he has multiple baby mamas with other women, including he was engaged to another woman, as well as a child with another woman around that time. Jarvis has plethora of SA charges with children. Jarvis also gave, that we heard and read paperwork, a toddler of his. This is sensitive. You can go ahead, and if you can't handle it, but Jarvis gave his toddler child an STD. Jarvis also impregnated his daughter, who was the cousin to Nazaria Harris, and she has had that child. Nazaria, Shannon, and the daughter were pregnant around the same time. Jarvis is 42 years old. Nazaria has been missing going on 2 years. We saw her get off the bus, walk home, and we did not see anything else. The aunties had no remorse. It's been a lot going on with that. The grandma has been, act like she didn't see nothing and lied and say he was never around. Come to find out he was around. We went through the rabbit hole where Nazaria was really being groomed, and she would go against, do little stuff against her auntie, because she about Jarvis. And Zach, oh wait, hold on. Let me tell you what Shannon said. Shannon say, I believe he deserved a second chance. Remind you, Shannon was groomed by Jarvis at 16. What else is gonna take you, and as a teenager, we found that out. Shannon's in her 30s. Okay. Jarvis has been around the family. Jarvis is disgusting. He's shaking his head. He said he ain't taking a rap for everybody. But he is. Jarvis was supposed to look at life. He had 18 counts. But from what he made a deal with the DA and said that he can say what a body is. Jarvis also, from what we're hearing, we don't know it's true, but somebody said that he does have a relationship with men in prison, in jail. They're also saying he had a sick relationship with his mother. Even the sister confirmed some of the stuff. She says that's why Jarvis was never around her niece. She did say on the stand she did see Nazaria, but she really didn't know who she was because she was covered up the night that she went missing. The night that Nazaria went missing, she went to it's a camera that shows it. She went to the car garage that he owned with someone else. She told him she was pregnant. In the text messages, she said, I'm trying to get rid of this baby. I don't want her to find out. You know how she is. And also in text message, she would say, well, why don't you give her some? She'll be fine. He gave the little girl antifreeze. And we don't know what happened after that to try to unalive the baby in her. But it unalived her. Now, it is said that she went home, allegedly. I don't know if it's true, but it will come up in court. She went home. Her and Shannon got into it. It is alleged that Shannon hit her in the head. I'm not sure, but they knew what was going on, and that's how Naziah was unalived. Shannon was still talking to Jarvis. Shannon has lost her children, and her daughter came out and said, while she was in CPS custody, and she's with family now, after the baby, that yeah, Shannon knew all about this. She knew about this. Shannon was still accepting calls from Jarvis. So let's get into it. Now he said he admitted to dumping her body in the River Road after discovering she was pregnant with his child. 42-year-old Jarvis Butts had pled guilty to the unaliving of Naziah Harris following her January 2024 disappearance. According to Click on Detroit, as part of Butts' plea deal, he required to tell authorities what was done to her body. From what we understand, Rossi says she knows more details than what they gave. And she didn't know if she could handle that. But she gonna try to be there today for justice for her. Although the body has not been located, Butts repeatedly claimed the 13-year-old body was dumped in Detroit's Road River near 7 Mile and Bird. This is one of the sites police initially searched when she was first reported missing, and articles of her clothing was previously found near the area as well. They found clothes in her shoe with pathogens of her blood, her DNA on it. Articles of the clothing were previously found near the area as well. If you recall, Harris went missing on January 9th, 2024, after getting off a bus on Detroit's east side. Butts was quickly linked to the disappearance through the digital footprint and witness statements. Based on text messages exchanged between Butts and Harris, investigators claim she was pregnant with his child. She was. From what I understand, Naziah was believed to be 4 to 5 months pregnant. Yes, 4 to 5 months. She said she couldn't hide it. She's getting bigger. Hey, and she said in the text that people are going to find out and that something needs to be done. She needs money to get rid of the baby. Butts pleaded guilty to 4 counts of second-degree criminal actual conduct, 1 count of third-degree and criminal actual conduct, and a second-degree unaliving charge. But hold on, that he was pregnant, providing motive for disappearance and murder. So unaliving, that it was a motive that she was pregnant. Now he will face 35 years to 60 years in prison. His sentences for the 6 charges will run concurrently, meaning they will be served at the same time. In addition to Harris' case, Butts was accused of having multiple underage victims between the ages of 4 and 12. And over the years, prosecutors claim one of the victims was his daughter, who was 8 at the time. Yes. Not only that, Shannon twin sister baby daddy went and told her, because her baby daddy is active in her kid's life. They got into a fight. He ran because the little girl told her father that he was trying to touch on her. Several additions stemming from the accusations were dismissed as part of the plea deal. So, let me see if I can click on it. Okay. They are calling, and everybody is calling for the arrest of the aunt and grandmother after jury rules that the aunt's boyfriend would stand trial for Naziah, and the boyfriend has previous charges, including one where he gave a 4-year-old a STD. They have been calling for them to get arrested. Please do not continue reading. The subject does not trigger you. And then I'm going to read the text messages. If you cannot handle it, please let me know. You can come out and leave and come back in. But from the text messages was from 2022. This is him. Harris, come on. Harris, you okay? Where are we going? We doing it at your choice. This is Naziah. Butts, you tell me. She said the basement. He said, you sure? Or the job. He said, can you please? and make sure you erase the messages. Okay, that's what I plan to do. I'm at your house. Dang, we were just there. You bet not be in my room. I need another phone. I miss you. He said I stole your undergarments. Now a lot of people are like, well, why is she willingly? Naziah was groomed. Naziah called CPS. Nothing was done. Naziah went up to department of the Detroit Police Department. When they went to ask in front of the family instead of separating her away, she was scared. Detroit Police Department also say they failed her as well as CPS. And yes, they recovered. She been had those tests. She didn't delete them. Send me some pictures, please. She said, don't you still got the other pics? He said, no. She said, I will send some. Butts said, are you yet? And she said, no, I don't want to. Are you mad I don't want to? I'm used to you telling me no. Come on, baby. I'm sorry. Just not in the mood right now. I'm sorry. 2023. Harris, you up? Babe, you up? Question, yeah. She said it hasn't come yet at all, meaning her cycle. Hello, you there? He said, what you mean? It have not came. He said since when? Since I was in the hospital. That was last month. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I have to go to the doctor's tomorrow. You said you took a test and it was negative. It did. So get another one. I can't have no money. You get one. You ain't scared to get a plan B, get a pregnancy test, and bring it later today. Just like you have to use the bathroom. Please, will you do it? Now, I also heard that he would meet her at hotels. He would have young girls at hotels. Harris, I just want to talk. I really don't want to lose you. Harris, can we talk later? Yes or no? Harris, I don't want your problem. I don't know what your problem, but I need you to bring me what I need. I need it tonight. It's hard doing all of this gym inch with this baby. And if I don't do them, I'm going to get an F. This is the final text exchange between Butts and Harris before she went missing. Don't forget, be there before 3. I will let you know when I'm leaving the school. If you get there, I'll wait. Harris, okay, okay, if you see the messages so I can delete them. He said, okay. So this is what the auntie posted when she testified. That she never saw anything inappropriate, but she did. She had a lock on her fridge, and she did see things inappropriate. Since all you seem to be struggling with this concept, let me help clarify. By state law, personal refrigerators can have locks, chains, as long as children have access to the fridge at all times. Good morning. This is where she got on the bus with her jacket in her pants, in her hair, and this is her same hairstyle.
Understand. I mean, y'all told me one thing. I don't know which one of y'all is Shannon. Which one is Shannon and Marquita? First off,
Shannon is in the black. Marquita is in the orange. They were at Marquita's boyfriend's house. Escaped because they couldn't live with the mom and stuff.
Oh, that's why you're looking at me like that.
Yeah.
So what's the deal, Shannon?
I want y'all to listen to what she says.
What's the deal, Mark?
So you like fucking with pedophiles, huh? Am I one? No, of course not. Why, you want to fuck with me? Is that why you asking?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna come out here and talk.
About what?
Whatever conversation gonna be on.
You said we can ask you questions, so what's up?
You already asked me questions,
No,
and I answered it.
I got more questions. Come on.
No.
Come on. Come on, good. Come on out here and talk. What's the point of answering the questions right here?
What motherfucking questions? I don't gotta answer nobody
You just said
questions,
you
my
wanted.
dog.
You just said you wanted to.
Who?
So I'm saying you were the last one to see her alive, right?
Yeah, before school.
Before school. So what
I
happened?
told y'all that.
So what happened after school, though?
You figure it out. Y'all got everything right here.
I'm not gonna do this. You know about it. I said what I said. And I stand on
Shannon is in the black.
Why is the lies on the stand? I mean, y'all told me one thing. I don't know which one of y'all is Shannon. Which one is Shannon and Mark?
talk down on everything of what I said. Blank, period. You keep saying that she's still alive. I don't know. Is she?
That's Roxy.
Do you think she is?
Last time you was.
I mean, just do you think she is?
I don't know. Nobody.
You said last
So
time
have you
what?
had a so
Last
from
time you had a conversation.
this is my one question. From the ninth. No, just let me. So one, when they said when your mother asked you was she there, my first place I would have went was to the shop because that's where y'all let her go. That's my first. Fuck calling him. Fuck asking him. My first place was going to listen. Because I
Well,
got
she was missing. Why you gonna say why?
from January the 9th till he turned himself in February 7th. You and him never talked about this baby being gone. Never, ever said nothing. Not one thing. I can't believe that. From the 9th to the 7th, you never had one conversation with this motherfucker. They should cut his dick off.
Everything of what I see is black, period. You keep saying that she's still alive. I don't know, is she?
Naziah is not alive, and she knew that when she went to the preliminary hearing, and they have said that they have, and I quote, for her to be not alive. They deemed her as deceased and the baby. So I don't know why she's sitting up here talking about, oh, well, is she? You said she is. Is she? You knew she was not alive. They told you at the hearing. Like, I don't understand. Like, girl, all that fake. Come on now.
Last time you was.
Motherfucker, they should cut his dick off. Have you had a conversation? This is my one question. From the 9th. So one, when they said when your mother asked you was she there, my first place I would have went was to the shop because that's where y'all let her go. That's my first. Fuck calling him. Fuck asking him. My first place was going.
I wanted to say.
Listen.
Well, she was missing. Why you gonna say why?
From
I can come
January
here as long as my sister say I can come here. If she's inviting me over here, I can. You disrespectful
Not
nigga.
one thing.
How? Nigga, you not even understanding the situation. No ass to the president was never worried about your feelings. Worried about your feelings. I'm glad. I'm glad.
I am. You don't worry about me. You worry about your kids that you had with a pedophile. You worry about your kids and that pedophile.
Motherfucker, they should cut his dick off. Have you had a conversation? This is my one question. From the 9th. So one, when they said when your mother.
Okay. So we're going to let somebody explain this plea deal. So that means now they got to go out there and try to go in the water and see if they can find this girl.
So there's more. It looks like Jarvis Butts, and I took out the counts because of what they say. You know what it is, what he's in there for. But I want to make sure I get this video. As you know, Jarvis Butts has accepted a plea deal, and this is looks like it's the people settlement that says exactly what he needs to do. So first of all, it says as of account 35 to 60 years, MDOC, no contact with Annette Harris. Agree to provide truthful statement regarding where Naziah Harris is, and then any restitution if applicable. I really hope this is true. Dear God, let this be true, because that it would only make sense. You know, if you're going to give him a plea deal for her to be laid to rest. Pray for everybody who is experiencing any kind of trauma from this. I know I myself have been shaken ever since. Been following it for years at this point, and I can't imagine the others who are closely connected to this story. But it looks like he definitely has to say where she is. When I get more information, I'll come back. But this is a good sign.
Trigger warning, we have a Naziah Harris update. Once again, trigger warning, we have a Naziah Harris update. So y'all remember Naziah Harris, she had went missing. Apparently, it was alleged that she had got pregnant by her aunt's boyfriend, which was Mr. Butts, okay, in this picture here. Now, Apparently, he just admitted to dumping her remains near Rogue River, near 7 Mile and Butts. Now, this is a big break in the case because his case is supposed to be coming up on the trial where she went missing and presumed to be unalive. We all thought that her aunt was involved, which still, honestly, in my mind, I still feel that way. Like she knew what was going on. But that was one of the initial places that police first searched. Now, her body has not been found yet, but this is a big break in the case because he is facing almost 70 years altogether because he basically was messing with this young girl. Now, he was supposed to be a parental figure in this entire thing, but he was messing with a couple of kids, including his own. This is very, very detrimental because this case had kind of went cold since last year, in the beginning of the year sometime. We haven't really heard anything about it, and they pushed the case back. We are going to see where this goes because I wonder what made him say something about this or what made him give this away. I also wonder, did he implement somebody? Okay, we haven't covered a case like this in a while. When this comes to court, I don't care how they do it or whatever. We are following this. I just wanted to update y'all, let y'all know. We got a break in the case with Naziah Harris. Say her name.
What's up, everybody? All right, you guys. So we have an update in the case of Naziah Harris. So Jarvis Butts has taken a plea deal and has now pled guilty to second-degree unaliving. And this does include 5 of the charges that he has, including minors. We know that Jarvis was supposed to go to trial later this month, but now that will not happen. And sadly, we know that Naziah was never found. But as a part of this plea deal, he has to provide truthful statements in regards to where Naziah's body is. Jarvis Butts will be sentenced on March 12th. So he's facing anywhere from 35 to 60 years for the second-degree unaliving, 10 to 15 years for the counts of SA, and he will have to serve these concurrently.
So that's life. That's majority of his life. Jarvis is in his 40s. That's it. He done. He's done.
And you guys, I don't know how I feel about this. I am really hoping that he tells them the truth about where Naziah is. Like I said before, I honestly feel like other people should be charged in Naziah's case. Not only that, it's 5 other cases of SA that he did to other minors. You guys, I'm very curious as to your opinions on this update. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. What's up, everybody? All right, you guys. So we have
pictures of her being pregnant. And yeah. They found those. So it is let me show you this. I don't know if his stuff can be updated as of today, but I know that some of this stuff is gonna be a plethora of things. So he did charge with the second degree, which is life. I mean, he thought he got away with it, but you got 10 to 15 years. That you got life. You really got life. Let me go over to his charges. Okay. Some of this stuff, hey, the rest of this, they updated his charges to first degree under 13, conduct, all that stuff. This is the charges. He had 18 charges. So yeah, he got one for probation. He got out. He went for this one for 17. That's what they charged him with. We're not going to look at the ones that say bond. When they came out with the more stuff, they charged him with that. They charged him for homicide, second, unalive and first degree, premeditated, but they put it to second degree. That's that one. Then when people start coming out and saying who all he did it to, hey, that's when the charges start piling on. Right? So all of these are felonies, but he got an ordinancy, which was he was being on hold to see the rest of them. He wasn't going to get out anyway. And this is all the time. So he goes back March 12th. He has another, wait, hold on now. He got 2 more. He got 3 more. I don't know if they're going to charge him separate or how they're going to do the trial or what's going on. But from the 23rd, he has 3 of them at 8 a.m. Then March, he will go to sentencing. So he is in there. His bond was $250,000. He's not getting out. His bond was $300,000. He's not getting out. So he does have other court dates to go to on the 23rd. I guess they go back to court on the 23rd to go through all the evidence and stuff they have. And then March 12th, they would start with sentencing. So Jarvis won't be coming home. It is what it is. So we're going to read what the articles say, because they're going to give more in depth. This is sick. His own child, his teenage child has a baby from him. Man pleads guilty to the unaliving of Nazir Harris and other sexual assault charges. A Detroit man has pleaded guilty to the unaliving of the missing 13-year-old Nazir Harris into 5 separate SA cases, Wayne County prosecutor said Thursday. Jarvis Butts entered a guilty plea deal during a pretrial conference on Thursday in the Third Circuit Court. Court records show in all, Butts entered pleas to settle the 6 separate cases involving the SA of 4 different minors, 1 victim as young as 4 years old. The agreement presented to the court includes 35 to 60 years for second degree, unaliving 10 to 15 years for the 4 counts of second degree criminal sexual conduct, and 10 to 15 years for the third degree. The terms will be served concurrently. As of the plea agreement, additional charges of the criminal conduct will be dismissed. He also agreed to provide truthful statement regarding the body of Nazir Harris, court records show. Butts is accused of having an appropriate relationship with Nazir, who was last seen getting off her school bus at the corner of Cornwall and 3 Mile. Oh, they out there right now, y'all. I'm finna show y'all that they out there right now. They out there looking for her body right now. Cornwall and 3 Mile in Detroit on January 9th, 2024. Her body was never found. In January 2025, Wayne County prosecutors argued that Butts allegedly started exchanging sexual abusive texts with her text messages with Harris as well as 2022. During an earlier hearing on the investigation, prosecutors said there were evidence through the testimony from one of Butts' business partners, cell tower tracking data. Testimony for someone claiming to have seen Butts and Nazir together. In the evening, she disappeared. In several of Nazir's belongings in the area, investigators tracked Butts in the days of following her disappearance to prove Butts murdered Nazir. While investigators testified to finding shoes and clothes she was said to be wearing during the search of the Rogue River near 7 Mile in Bird. Shortly after she went missing, they still have not found Nazir. So they're looking in that river. They went back to go look. Because remember they were looking around. They didn't get a dive team. So they're looking. And he needs to give every detail of what he did. Because from what I'm seeing, they're searching for her still. It's almost hard to grasp for Ed to realize it's actually happening, because it being so long in a 2-year stretch, it almost seemed like it was never going to happen, said Nazir's cousin Roxy. It's a rush of so many feelings right now, but it's unimaginable because we never thought that it would actually happen. It would be sentenced on March 12th. From what I'm understanding, a lot of people had asked, where's her mom? Her mama say it's a lot that happened in that household that messed up her childhood, and just pray for her mama. Her father has passed. After she went missing, he has passed. Yeah. Hold on, let me see. From my understanding, so he took a plea deal. I think he put her somewhere else. I'm trying to find the news coverage for it. Hold on, y'all. Let me get a news coverage before I end off. And then I'm going to come back live in a couple of more hours. All right, let me play Tootie first. Because Tootie was reading them. Y'all go subscribe to her. She was reading them court documents. She got them.
Get tax expertise without hidden fees.
Family, what it do? It's your girl Toot Nye. I'm back, Jack. Shout out to the squad, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for coming back and tuning in. Now, listen, we were supposed to be gearing up for this trial. Now it does not look like we're going to have one. No. You know what I'm saying? Now we already knew that Jarvis had a conglomerate amount of cases. He had pretty much, you know what I'm saying, I think 5 open cases. And, you know, saying for the people who've been following me, I told you they was going to wait, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, until all of those cases compiled so he could try to get the best deal for himself. Now, you know what I'm saying? They have not said what his sentencing was going to be, but I'm pretty sure that he is never going to see the light of day again. You know what I'm saying? Now, what this does do is it lets a person who we know is guilty walk. Okay. We don't know what he said so far. I think we're going to get a little bit more stuff near the trial where the trial was supposed to be. But let me just go ahead and show you right here, right now, with this punk. Now, right here, as you can see, this is actually his docket of everything that he has went through. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, you know what I mean, on 2/12, 2026, it was a pretrial this morning at 9:30 a.m., you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and the plea of guilty was accepted. I'm gonna move myself out the way, and as you can see right here, 2/12, plea of guilty was accepted. You know what I mean? Now, the jury trial right here, 2/23, you know what I'm saying, it's still on the docket, but 9 times out of 10, what that is going to do is going to be just showing that he's accepting the plea and things like that, or with that nature. Now, the thing that's so crazy about it is because what does this do for Shannon? Right now, a lot of people is thinking that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, Shannon was supposed to be punished during this trial. I want people to understand that this was just Jarvis's trial. You know what I'm saying? Any type of things or any type of motherfucking things that they're gonna have against Shannon will become separate. But what I'm very willing. I want to know what he told Detroit. I want to know what he told the police officers. Let me get back into this other stuff. This is not shocking at all, but what it does is it makes somebody escape. So let's look at the dispositions, and I'm going to show you this right now. I be want to just show you guys the shit in black and white, you know what I'm saying, and things like that, so you can kind of understand what's going on. Now, this is what the plea deal was in regards to. And as you can see, Jarvis Butts, you know what I'm saying, up here right now. 1, homicide, murder, 1st degree, premeditated. So he had to admit to something for him to take this plea. But this is what it is. I really wanted this man to tell them what his baby's body was, and I'm hoping to God that something's still gonna come out. But he took the plea, you know what I mean, or whatever. So the first charge was the homicide, murder first degree, premeditated. The second charge was child sexually abusive commercial activity. Now, we're going to look at the definitions of some of this because child sexually abusive commercial activity, I really want to do a deep dive into that and see what the fuck that's about. You know what I'm saying? But number 3, criminal sexual conduct. Second degree, person under 13, defendant 17. And then 4, criminal sexual conduct, second offense notice. So as we go down here, sorry about that, you guys. As we go down here, give me 1 second. Let me bring this back. So,
Jarvis is 42. He was 42 at the time, so he could be like 43, going on 44.
Side murder first degree premeditated, defendant stand mute, plea of not guilty entered by the court. Now this was in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And as you can see, this is when he was standing mute and everything like this. But these certain pleas that was issued to him going back to September 27, 2024,
Yep.
he did accept the plea for today.
Yeah, he went ahead and accepted the plea for that. Let me see if she got some more stuff.
There, well, I would have been like, listen, without us knowing what Nazia's body is or knowing what you're doing with her body, then we're not doing nothing. It makes it seems like Detroit Police Department is also trying to save face.
Now, what I heard is he said where the body was. He said it's still in that spot where they say he said it's right in the river. He hasn't changed that. So my question is, are they going to put out a thing for today to look for her? Is it too cold? Like, what's going to be the thing? Because soon enough, she is going to come up.
I'm just being real. I'm pretty sure
that's true though.
They can't be this slow. So I'm almost willing. I'm just hoping that I'm jumping the gun right now, and you know what I'm saying. Her whereabouts will be spoken of soon. You feel me? Now here's the thing. I have never in my life seen a plea even being offered without the family knowing.
Yep.
So the part about this that's very skeptical is the family, as we know it, is Annette and Shannon as of right now.
Right.
Because the other family members was not involved to be a part. So it's not like family members got together and all of this type of shit. Now, we did go over a post by Roxy. And
I'm going to say this to y'all. They weren't notified. And I'm going to say this. Shannon made him take a deal because Shannon thought, oh, it'll be good on both. No, baby. You'll never see him again. And you're not off the hook.
Roxy was saying that Shannon and Jarvis was being represented for the same place, that Shannon got immunity. That's why she's being here. I'm really, really, really wanting to see how this is going to pan out. Unless he disclosed where Nazia's body was, and unless
he still said it's in the river.
He told Shannon in detail.
I think he did tell Shannon in detail, but also it is said that what we just read, she is in that water somewhere.
What he did with Nazia and where her body was located. If Shannon did not offer details to where Nazia is, I do not understand why she would be granted immunity.
Because she was thought to testify. That's how
I don't understand it.
She got immunity, and I'm finna tell you, I done seen this before. She took an immunity plea deal because remember, okay, let's use Kelsey. Remember, Kelsey said she wasn't gonna testify in the Tory Lanez trial about the situation with Meg, right? Kelsey, everybody said it was like, I ain't gonna testify unless I get immunity, right? Shannon did the same thing because Shannon is a part of that. Just like everybody say, Tory wasn't all a part of that by himself. It was known. It wasn't all a part of that. But Shannon had helped that situation. If she did get immunity, that's why she took it, because she thought it was going to be a trial, and she playing both sides. And I bet you on them phone calls it's going to say that they're going to take a plea deal. Let me tell you something. She's not off the hook. Them phone calls were recorded, and I guarantee y'all it'll be coming out soon.
The most ridiculous trial I've ever seen in my life. Seriously. This is crazy. He must have told them where the body was, or they have undeniable evidence on somebody else. If they had undeniable evidence, there wouldn't have been a plea. They would have took his ass to trial, and they would have beamed his ass against the
body was.
You know what I'm saying? When the state and stuff start offering plea deals, it's because they do not want to risk going to trial.
Yep.
I'm just being honest. They did not have a lot of undeniable evidence. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm hoping to God that they have her body. Now, somebody in here is saying, Bianca is saying that they have her body too. Who has their body? Show me where they at. Show me what that is. You know what I mean? Because we've been looking all day long today to see if, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, if that was part of the plea. I'm just ready right now for the plea details, because I want to know if him disclosing when Neziah will be, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, or when Neziah is life. You know what I'm saying? And if I got to be at every school, she got a damn, I'll be there. I'm not lying to y'all.
Let me go to the news. I think the news just dropped it.
In the murder of 13-year-old Neziah Harris has pleaded guilty to 6 cases, including 6 charges, including second-degree murder and criminal sexual conduct. According to the prosecutor, Butts entered the plea during a pretrial conference this morning. The plea deal includes a sentence agreement of 35 to 60 years in prison. Butts' trial for Harris's murder was expected to begin later this month. We'll stay on top of this for you and have the latest at 4. That's going to do it for us here at noon.
Okay. Let me see if they got an update on it yet. They probably won't have it till this after. Oh, yep, they do.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Rochelle Graham. We begin with breaking news. The man accused of killing 13-year-old Neziah Harris has pleaded guilty. Jarvis Butts pleaded guilty to her murder, as well as 5 separate sexual assault cases of 4 different minors. Neziah was last seen getting off her school bus in Detroit back in January 2024. Our Jack Springate joins us live outside 3rd Circuit Court in Detroit with more on his guilty plea. Jack.
Well, Rochelle, one of Jarvis Butts' conditions for pleading guilty to the murder of Neziah Harris is a truthful statement regarding her body, which has still not been found. Now, investigators did find the shoes and clothes she was last said to have been wearing as they conducted a search of the Rouge River near 7 Mile in Berg. That was shortly after she went missing, and they still have never found Neziah. Along with admitting to exactly what happened to her body, Butts agreed to a sentence between 35 and 60.
This is my question. Are they going to go back out there and looking at water good this time?
Years in prison for the charge of second-degree murder. He'll serve that at the same time as the other 5 cases he pled guilty to, which all come with a sentencing range of 10 to 15 years, according to court documents from Thursday morning. Now, when I called one of Neziah's biggest advocates, her adult cousin Roxy, and told her the news, she said I was the first to let her know and how shocking this was for her to hear. This is what she told me learning what really happened to Neziah would mean to her.
It's almost hard to grasp for air to realize that it's actually happening, because with it being so long in a 2-year stretch, it seemed like it was never going to happen. It's a rush of so many feelings right now, but it's unimaginable because we never thought that it would happen.
Butts' sentencing is scheduled 1 month from now. That's March 12th at noon, right back here at the 3rd Circuit Courthouse, where we'll be waiting for answers to what exactly he did with Naziah Harris. For now, reporting live in Detroit, I'm Jack.
Oh, so he done told her where it's at, told them where it's at. So it's not in the water. So where is it? Ain't nobody come back yet and said nothing. So it ain't in that water, but he did tell. He told where she at. I wonder if they gonna go look for her.
Springgate, CBS News, Detroit.
Okay, Harvey. Let me see. Let me see if somebody got an update. Let me see, y'all, before we get on out of here. Because Neighborhood Talk was like her body was in the river, but I don't think her body is in the river. Oh no, that she's talking about what you call it right now. She ain't talking about Naziah yet. I'ma come back though tomorrow. I am. I'm finna end this live and I'll be back. I don't know if anybody, because from what we read that he said it's still there, but I don't think it's there. I think her body is somewhere else, and I think he told that. And I think that's what's gonna happen. I think they will recover now that they got what they need to get. I really do. I really, really do. And I hope that they do find her body. It's been 2 years too long. That girl need to rest. Like, for real. She really, really need to be able to rest. And it's just sad. It's just very sad. Hold on, y'all. Before I go, and I know this off topic, if y'all are voting oppression has been passed. I just talked about this. Yeah, we're screwed. We're screwed. All right. So if y'all know about the Save America Act, just go into my last video, my last live. And if you don't have your birth certificate, Social Security, thank you. You cannot be able to vote this midterms. You got to have all that stuff that they require. It is crazy. I'm going to get more information, see what they say, and I'll be back. I'm going to end this live. I'll be back with my mommy content later. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tomorrow we'll get more into the Save Act and what you can do, what's going to happen. Prepare yourself as well. There's so much going on. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.